let's try and tie this together. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to give you the facts of love, not the facts of life. Some of you may be disappointed. I'm going to just very, very quickly give you the facts of love as we see this through the eyes of God. And you will very quickly find that the scriptures give us some very clear-cut pathways here in understanding this issue of adultery. The facts of love. Fact of love number one, God created male and female. That's what the Bible teaches us. Bible tells us absolutely abundantly clear, God made male and female. Now, I'm not going to get into an anatomical explanation. All I'm going to tell you is God made male and female. Number two, God blessed them. That's the second fact of love. God not only created men and women, boys and girls, little girl babies, little boy babies, but He blessed them. That's very important. Here's the third fact of love. God instituted marriage based upon His fact of love. There is only one kind of marriage, and that's between a man and a woman. There is no alternative. It's been very interesting to me because this week Pope Benedict announced his resignation. He is citing health reasons. First Pope to resign in over 600 years. If you listen to the BBC and if you listen to talk shows, there are many people who are licking their chops saying, well, good, now we've got an opportunity to get a young pope who's going to be more modern in his thinking. And he's going to change the Roman Catholic thought regarding marriage. But I'm also going to tell you that I have heard roundly from many of the conferences of Catholic bishops them make the statement, it wouldn't matter which person was pope. You cannot change God's divine law. It doesn't matter how young or how old, or which party you belong to, or how politically astute you want to be, or how desperately you want to be elected. We're not talking about me. I'm not considering the President of the United States of America. He's got nothing to do with this. I'm not concerned here about the Senate or the power of Congress or the brilliance of man's mind. God instituted marriage. That's the fact of love according to God. Fact number one, God created male and female. Fact number two, God blessed them. Fact number three, God instituted marriage. Fact number four, God designed sex. Sex is biblical. The intimacy of the physical relationship between a man and a woman in the context of God's fact of love, which is marriage, is something that God blesses. He celebrates that. In fact, it's God's design. When you get to read about what the Apostle Paul said, for example, in his pastoral epistles, Paul outlines it. He even gives to us a rationalization. He says lust is very real. Paul acknowledges a burning that takes place between two members of the opposite sex. And he says, in order that I might not do that, I therefore will be married, because in the marriage context, God's design is they complementary, with an E, design of marriage, this fusion, this union between a man and a woman, whereby the man, married man, no longer has control over his body, but his wife does. And the married woman no longer has control over her body, but her husband does. That's the one fleshness of the picture that God gives to us in this beautiful picture of his created order. God created, God blessed, God instituted, God designed. Number 5, here's the 5th fact of love. God designed fruitfulness. God designed it. God said to man and woman, be fruitful and multiply. This is the way in which the world is replenished, between a man and a woman. Let alone the biblical mandate, anything less than that is unnatural. It's unnatural even in the natural order of everything that God created. But we're going to focus here on the human person, the male and the female. Anything less than that is unnatural according to God's divine law, not according to mine. But God is telling me that when I live in a relationship with him, I am to be faithful to him. I answer to him. God ordered fruitfulness.